Hey guys, Kyle today on our YouTube video, and I got you a new series. It's basically going to be about how to climb on X champion. So it'll be probably multiple parts to the series, of course, but it's basically how to like learn a champion. So let's say, for example, people watch me a lot for Kindred. I'm assuming I think a lot of people that have been on my channel watch me for Kindred and Kha'zix too, right? These are the two champions that I've made guides on the most and talked about the most. Like the way I learn champions is very specific. So I look at what the champion is good at. So before I get into like Bel'Veth, right? Because this video is gonna be about Bel'Veth specifically. Like for Kindred, the main thing about Kindred is about learning where the marks are. Marks are a very big part of her game. Like if she doesn't have 4 marks, she can't function as a champion. You know, how do you get these? The best way I've noticed is to play very aggressive or invades. It's very natural. So for Bel'Veth, you know, something specific about that I've noticed about this champion is that she has a very mobile kit, very strong for invading actually, and her fighting is really good if you hit her Qs. So the first thing I like to do is, whenever I'm learning a new champion, is I go to the law wiki, pretty much. And I basically like take notes in a way. So I look at like attack range, you know, look at some of maybe HP. Then I read some of her abilities, some things that could be good to note is that her passive scaling is very nice. To me, I think this champion is very good in the early game. She does have very specific timers. I do think she falls off a bit in the mid game. I feel like she's not as strong as other champions. I like 2 items, I would say, and her late game is very insane. Like to me, her breakpoints that I've noticed when I'm playing her is that on her Kraken, you're very strong. I feel like her 2 item is weaker than a lot of champions. Though she can still be very annoying. And then after that, once she hits like DD and like Witsend and like these like strong bruiser items, mainly DD, like 3-4 items, and she has a lot of passive stacks, I feel like she's very strong and very annoying to deal with, especially when she's in her, what do you call it, her Empress form. That's what they call it, I think. Her true form. So these are like all things to like note when looking at a champion to see what you want to kind of think about while playing them, right? So like let's say, you know, when we talk about Kindred, right? I'm gonna use Kindred example because like a lot of people watch me for Kindred. So let's do like Kindred law, right? So when you search up Kindred, right, the first thing like you'll notice, oh, 500 range champion. But if you get 4 marks, you will get 75 range, right? And then every 3 marks after that, you get 25. You know what I mean? So like these kind of things like matter, right? Like where you can find them, and like the certain like upgrades that you get from your ability, right? Every time you get a mark, it matters when you are playing this champion. So for Bel'Veth, you know, knowing her damage with her Q on camps is very important, because when you're invading, the main thing you need to keep in mind is that the invading when no one can contest you is very easy. But when they can contest you, champ like Bel'Veth can actually win these smite fights. So you need to know how much damage she actually does to the camps. You know, you can go into practice tool and easily just learn this, and you can get your invades very down, very perfectly down to where like you will never lose a smite fight if you're contested on the camp you were playing for. And then knowing which ability to kind of like level up second will always depend on like kind of the fight. But usually I've noticed when I watch like better Bel'Veth's play, they always go like W most cases, because they get an extra Q stack, and then they can keep running the guy down and just like push him off the map. They either kill him or, you know, they push him off the map. Because your goal as Bel'Veth is to just keep getting stacks and stacks, keep getting gold lead, and potentially even finding kill angles on the enemy champion. That is kind of how the high elo Bel'Veth actually player. We have a lot of Bel'Veth players in NA. I don't know about you. Korea, there's not many either, but we have some really good Bel'Veth OTPs in North America, and this is just how they play, and it makes sense. Like, I mean, this champion, to me, I feel like the best way to play her is to invade a lot and play for non-buff camps. When I say non-buff camps, basically not the blue buff and not the red buff, because those are the hardest camps to kill, and she's really OP at killing the wolf camp, the raptor camp, the krug camp, the grom camp, very very fast. So you just want to run around and steal these camps. I guess like pretty much the only buff that really matters is taking the red buff, because of course red buff is very nice, you know, to slow them down and just have extra damage. But knowing this is very important, like while understanding a champion, because you want to play the champion to its like kind of like their identity basically. When I look at her kits, you know, law dashes, knock up. This is like what do you call it? You take damage reduction, which also does on hit damage, and then a form where if you get a true form, you're able to actually dash over walls now, like terrain, and you're able to just be more mobile than you already were as a champion. I think all these abilities are signs that she's a very aggressive champion. Again, let's use Kindred as an example. To me, her Q and the way her Q gets lured when you use it in her W, and then a very insane single target damage with her E, makes me think that like, okay, she can invade a lot. She does very high single target damage, so in team fights you kind of want to focus one guy down for sure. And she's really good at just like one-shotting champions, and then she also has an ultimate which can be beneficial or even bad for yourself, because you might save people by mistake if you use it incorrectly. And you know, this ult really turns around fights, you know. So she's a very good team fight champion, but also, so to me, like when I look at all these things, it just points that she's a very strong skirmishing champion and a very strong team fighting champion. When I look at Bel'Veth, she's a very strong skirmishing champion. I don't think she's that much of a team fighter, unless like she's very in and out. I feel like in team fights, you don't want to play a raw like 5v5 unless you have tools to really like, you know, help you go in. You kind of want to play more side lane, play for picks, because you're very slippery and you can be anywhere on the map at any time. Because your Q scales off attack speed, like to have it lowered, you know. Yeah, it's unaffected by ability. This is based off your attack speed. You can see it right here. See, which is equivalent per 1% bonus attack speed. So, you know, that matters to know that. That's why you want to buy items like Kraken. That's why her passive, you know, gives her a lot. And yeah, what else like can we think about while playing this champion? Always think about like searching out Bel'Veth players. Sadly, there's not many. Like when you search up Bel'Veth, there's no one. This guy's a master player, so I don't really want to watch that. Oh, you can watch Scenarios, I guess, a bit. It's not bad. I think this guy's okay. But yeah, looking at like who to watch for content is important. Because, let's say for Kindred, right? I think the only actual Kindred content creator is me. And I think there's Kire. I think you can actually actively watch. For Kha'zix, is only... Who is there for Kha'zix even? I don't even want to think about it too much. I feel there's no one for Kha'zix specifically. But like, yeah, like you don't want to watch like, you don't want to watch Swag for Bel'Veth, you know. This guy's just playing in normal games, or like he's playing for fun lobbies. It's not in like high elo or anything, you know. You want to watch like players who like are actually like challenger playing this champion. And I think yeah, it's only really Scenarios in this I don't know how to say his name, but this guy, I know this guy was a high ranked Bel'Veth player on EU. So like I know these guys are, you know, good for it, you know. Another way to view, you know, Bel'Veth players, right, is just going to the rankings here on OPGG and just see the highest ranked players pretty much. Never look at the master players. Just because these guys are like, you know, it says like, yeah, this guy's a master and he's like rank 1 or like rank 2 Bel'Veth, you know, like, yeah, it's not realistic. You only should look for players who are like the highest rank on that champion, basically. It's like this guy, 2500 LP, master, master, master. Like, there's no one else. Like, there's actually no one else. Oh, this is NA. Can I do worldwide? Or I cannot. Okay, let's look at Korea. There's no one in Korea. Like, you should only look for challenger players, pretty much. Because if you are really good at OTP, you will hit challenger. Not a single champion you cannot hit challenger on, like, pretty much. Like, if of course, if they're playing the respective rules. Like, if you're finding a Teemo jungle player, I don't know if it's any Teemo jungle player that has challenger. You know, like they're all like top lane, right? So these are things to look for. There's no EOS OTPs, dude. Is OPG just a bad? I mean, you can look at One Tricks GG. Maybe this works. Bel'Veth. There's some of you guys. Some GMs. I mean, ideally you don't look at GM players, because, like, usually, like, I mean, you should be challenger, like, most of the time. Oh, I know what this is. This guy's a noob. I think this is one of the good players. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's not many. As you can notice, like, a lot of them are, like, NA and then, like, some a little bit EU. So let's look at this Bad Apple guy. Actually, like, I play against him a lot. Basically, what he does every game is that he will cheese every single fucking game he can. He will always... So, there's multiple ways to invade on this champion. You can use this concept even for other champions, by the way. You can do it on Kindred and, like, Graves and Ling and such. So, let's talk about from blue side. You're a blue side jungler, right? You know? This is you, okay? Oh. I did not even do it. This is you. Okay? Let's move all this shit to the side. Okay, this is you. Okay? This is enemy jungler. Okay? So, when the game starts, you know, the gates open. Unleashed. There's multiple invade patterns. There's one where you go all the way like this, and you walk through their top side. Most people nowadays, the laners, will all walk to their lane. They will play for their respective lane. The mid laner will usually click down mid, and it will spot people who will walk like this. This is like every game. Like this what should happen every game. So the best pathways to take to cheese is this one right here. You go like this, and then what you're gonna do is either you go like this, you can go straight, and then if you don't think he's on the red, you can go all the way around if you want, and then like jump him at the raptor cap, you know, if you're feeling that. Another one you can do, well, you have to pay attention to when the wave is coming out, but you have to go here, probably wait the wave to, you know, pass through, and then you walk in, and you either fight the guy there or you fight the guy here, you know. This is one invade path. Another invade path is just, you know, just go into this bush, level 1, and just raw dogging the shits. Just fucking go do it. Just go invade this guy's raptor camp. And then what you want to do after you do this kind of invade is either you can take his red and Krugs and look to base, or you cross and play for raptor and Krugs. You just keep playing for small camps. Remember that how I said that you clear small camps really well, but your buffs are very slow. Usually the time you want to do the buff is when you have smites, basically. But if you, like, you know, you want to secure your small camps and level up your camps. Leveling up your camps are more important because you want to make sure you're level 6 by the grubs, so you can get your true form, like the Herald true form, where you can spawn with the little babies, you know, like there's 2 different forms, right? There's one which is on you get off Baron or Void or Heralds, which can spawn little shitters. Just when you can get true form off a champion, I don't know if they call it true form. Is there a different? It's always called true form, right? I think. Oh, actually, yeah, it's always called true form. Oh yeah, just getting it off a champion, I mean, it doesn't give you true form. You know, you don't spawn shitters, basically. Yeah, you want to make sure you play for neutral camps. Another invade you can do. It's the same thing, but on the opposite side. You just go here, just go through bot try, and then you can start this camp right away. That's another invade you can do. Same thing but on the other side. Another one, I actually think I like the most, honestly, is starting a Raptor camp. Of course, you need to make sure there's no wards, so you need to walk around. You need to spot out wards if you can, and then you want to walk in. You want to hit this plant. Usually this plant will be up, and you're gonna take this, and then you're gonna take the Gromp afterwards, which will give you level 3. And most likely when you do this invade, usually you want to make sure you can like try to ward this so you can spot them when they walk in. But yeah, you can look for gank or you can look to recall if you want. Get a longsword and then, you know, keep playing for small camps and, you know, track down enemy jungler and play to counter gank or gank offensively on laners. Now in the case where like they end up starting blue buff, because maybe you walk in, you know, and let's say you decide to ward this to see if they're on it and you see that it's gone, you know. So what the thing you can do now, because you will know that they're on this, is that you take this wolf camp, and then when they come to you, you will fight the guy. Because again, your champion is actually really strong in the early skirmishes. Your 1v1 is very good. So you just fight the guy, and then most likely you might chunk him out and push him out. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna cross, and you're gonna play for this. You can play for that, and you just keep playing for small camps. You keep fighting. This champion, what matters the most is getting your components. Because as long as you're leveling up your camps, you will easily hit level 6 before the grubs. Easily, if you just keep clearing camps. You want to keep farming, keep buying your little long swords, and then try to get your Kraken spike as soon as possible. Once you hit the Kraken, that's when you can actually start power farming a lot more and faster, because the item allows you to farm really well. Because remember, your champion scales off attack speed very hard, and getting more and more stacks, right? Like this passive is something that matters a lot. Oh my god, my alarm went off. Okay, where does it say? See? Actually no, that's not it. Where does it say, man? Oh yeah, for each stack, Bel'Veth gains attack speed. Wow, actually crazy, right? So, this matters. Any other invade path that I forget? You can also do a 3-camp base, but I think to me, in my opinion, what you should do is that you should make enemy team. So in Challenger Elo, because like we're used to playing against Bel'Veth, especially in NA. I don't know about for other regions. I can't speak so for other regions. So if anyone plays in Challenger EU, High EU, you know, you can give their opinion in comments. Usually we will always make sure people guard this entrance, this entrance, this entrance, and this entrance. Because again, Bel'Veth is a champion that kind of relies on getting cheese. She needs to be somewhat ahead to be able to play her chaotic game. If the game is forced about, you know, just full clearing, it's most likely better for the other champion in most cases. Because Bel'Veth as a champion, I feel like needs the game to be crazy for her to get sizable lead. She's very good in chaotic games because of her kits. But in a full clear game where it's handshake even, the champion won't be able to scale because, like I said, her mid game is actually very, very weak to me compared to the other champion. Her 2 item is not as strong as like a bruiser 2 item in most cases if the game is even. But if the game is chaotic and it's about like 1 item, it's about running around, about scaling, her champion Bel'Veth is very, very insane in those kind of cases. So usually people will like, you know, top will stand here, we will stand here and make sure Bel'Veth doesn't get a random cheese for free without being known. Like we will know if she wants to invade. So usually like you want to make sure you force them to either protect, and if they don't, that's when you should walk in and do whatever invade you want. That I just talked about. It works on both sides, you know. If you're the red side drawing red, so you just go like this, and then boom, you just walk in. If you want to do this one raw, go ahead. You want to do this raptor, okay, go do this. You know, you want like there's so many invades that you can do. Of course, you might think it's burger flip, but the thing is, a champion like Bel'Veth, her strength is being able to do these kind of invades. Like when you play certain champions, so like when you look at certain champions, right? Like, okay, let's just mention like random champions. Like Kindred kind of wants to invade because again kind of like Bel'Veth, he kind of want to like get leads. Champ like Hecarim most likely wants to like heavy farm and get like a lot of levels because like his this champion doesn't really scale unless it gets like his Q max, his W max. It really matters for him. Like level 13 is really OP for Hecarim, but getting there is a bit difficult at times. Other champs that like invading are like Nilly can like invade but can also clear. Nasa's jungle really wants to full clear a lot. Lilia wants to farm camps, but she can cheese. I mean, a lot of junglers can actually just cheese naturally. Like Fiddlesticks actually wants to full clear. Yeah, I mean, him cheesing is like really shit. Karthus can technically cheese, but he wants to farm a lot. Kane wants to cheese. Kha'Zix actually really wants to farm his own camps, just make sure he gets level 6. So cheesing on him, it's usually only level 3. Doing level 1 cheese is very flip as your champion. This champion's really shit level 1. So you can see like every champion kind of has like their kind of thing, but a lot of junglers nowadays can like invade cheese. Yeah, a lot. So you need to make sure like this. I'm pretty sure the most common one that you need to really keep in mind is this one. I see a lot of people do it now. People have been kind of catching it, and I kind of knew this year would be a lot about invading. Everyone like people are like brainwashed. Actually, everyone that it's a full clear jungle season. It's really not. It's actually a lot about invading, and that's why I think these champions like Bel'Veth and like Kindred like have been kind of like on the sleeper side. It's just like it's a lot higher in performance, you know. A champ like Aatrox actually abuses a lot of these cheese that I'm talking about too. Like you can't do these cheeses every game. Um, but yeah, just make sure you level up your camps when you play this. I think that's like enough to talk about for now. I feel like we touched on decent amount of stuff. So let's go into like a VOD or two of just like me relearning the kind of champion. And of course, like this is like a part by part series. So like we're gonna try to learn something every single video, and then get better at it in time. Like I mean, like we're gonna do this for a lot of different champions. You guys have any like suggestions on other champions I should do this on? Let me know. I will do this same kind of series on like Kindred and like Kha'Zix on like how I learned the champion initially. Of course, like I already know how to play. Like I mean, I play a lot of junglers. I can pretty much play any jungler in the game, like 90% of junglers. But of course, some of them I have to relearn and get better at like relearn the mechanics more. Than knowing understanding the champion. But I'll teach you guys how you should learn your champion and how to like kind of identify like what like they kind of want to do in the game. Pretty much like because every champion has like their kind of nature on how they want to function in a game of League of Legends, and you kind of want to stick to that core identity, because if you try to like do something else, it just does not seem right, and like you probably won't see that much success doing it. Of course, some champions are a lot more versatile than others. Like a champion like Kha'Zix can actually invade a lot and like farm a lot. You can do either or, A champion like Arbor kind of, I mean, he can cheese technically, but like you kind of just want to secure your camps and cover your laners more and gank laners. You want to play for laners more because like you're not actually the primary carry. Fiddlesticks wants you to just primarily get level 6 and then you just take over the map, Champ like Zach really needs to make sure he gets his camps and skills up in levels. Like invading on this champ, I mean, has to be like useless. Like you will just die in the enemy jungle as a level 3 Zach compared to like a level 3 Kindred, level 3 Karthus, level 3 Kane. Like they will just maul you, Kane as a champion really wants to get formed. Like Kane on its own without form is like a half of a champion. Once it gets formed, it feels like you're playing. It's like two champions in one, because of how OP the form can be against certain team comps. Every champion has their kind of nature, their identity, on how to play. So this is how you should learn champions. In general, of course, watching Bel'Veth content, watching good people try to play is important. So, just finding out who are like the frauds and who are like the good players to kind of watch is very important. So like to me, like if we're gonna watch Bel'Veth content specifically, I would really watch Scenarios and High Bridge. High Bridge? Am I stupid? I know I like this guy's content a lot. I think they're very very good to watch. In my opinion, not to like talk down to those other people, because but these guys like they're not really higher in ranks. Like these two are challenger like consistently. So I can, yeah, I like their content is very valid. I do think it's very important that when you watch someone who OTPs a specific champion, their challenger, consistently, like every season, like no problem. You can't watch someone like who's just like peaked it one time and it's like never hits it again, or he's just like stuck in master. That's not realistic to watch. That's not a good person to really watch, because to me, like what that really says about the person is that they're not unable to really adapt. If they're constantly playing the game and they're not able to hit like challenger easily, they are basically unable to actually adapt to the changes constantly, and that's just a bad person to kind of watch to try to learn the game, because League is all about adapting to the metas, to the like your champion strength. Sometimes some champions can be weak in certain metas, and you need to learn how to be able to get through the struggle. Like when no one played Kha'Zix last season, I was still able to hit challenger in Korea and North America like very easily on this champion, because like I just know how to play the champion even in the most difficult spots. Like it's really important to watch people who are good at these champions. Of course, like there's not content creators for everything, you know, right? But maybe one day, you know, someone who's watching could be like that Bel'Veth content creator, or like one day someone can be like Heckram. I mean, there's good Heckram content creators. There's Huncho 1v9, that guy's the goat. There's Kha'zix is also really good from what I know of. Like for Rengar, there's 99. I think Storm is really good to watch. You just have to kind of like treat his like toxicity or like his baby raging as like white nose. Honestly, just filter it out. Any good like Kano TPs? Not really. Oh, there's like an EU guy that's not bad. Dark Zero, I think he's like okay. I think yeah, I should do Kane for sure. I feel there's like no really high elo Kane OTP. I guess Crossmy, but I think he's very washed, very noob, but he's like okay to watch. I think Peridrone actually plays Kane. He's not bad. Viego. I like watching Velia play Viego a lot. I think he's really good. I think a lot of EU players. It's really popular in EU this champion because they have a lot of melee support, engaged players. A lot in NA we have a lot of range support, so it's kind of hard to like play this champion in North America. I play it in Korea though a lot. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have suggestions on like on the other champions you want me to kind of like help you guys learn, let me know. I mean, again, it's a series, right? So yeah, we're gonna do like Kindred and Kha'Zix, Kane, a lot of champions I'm good at. And yeah, we'll get through it. By the way, let's get into the VOD, and yeah, let's do it. Okay, so let's get into the first VOD. Guess I should put sound, huh? It should be here right now. A little bit. So we're going Bel'Veth against Mundo. Pretty free matchup, pretty scaling, pretty easy. So you know, again, we're gonna check to see if they set up the defenses. You know, we got a ward out. That's pretty good to know. Now they have one ward on that side. Our Raptor camp could be easily warded, but we see Ari, just mid. Then we're really warded. So let's see what I do here. Let's just speed up the VOD. So we're gonna do Raptors. Remember, this is like my first game on Bel'Veth again. So we're kind of a noob right now, you know? So we're gonna walk straight towards the Wolf camp. We're gonna do the first invade. And it's just something you can do consistently every game. You can do this same invade every game. So let's speed it up. Honestly, maybe it's hard to listen to it. Because I have to speed it up, right? Because we're just trying to VOD review real quick, you know? We see that he's on the Raptor camp, so he did his bot side camps. And also you can cancel your Q dash up against the wall. Probably have to get better at that. And now we're gonna leave. So here, what do you think I'm thinking here? Well, actually, no, I'm gonna tell you what am I thinking here. So basically, once he realizes that his wolf camp got stolen from him, robbed, there's only two things he will do. Either he should think that like I pretty much took his top side, so he will run straight to my top side potentially, going through this path where I'm about to guard and sit in, or he will walk straight to my bot side. That's the only two things a jungler can do right now in this kind of game state. So I sit in his bush to see if he walks into me, and now we see here that he crosses. Because if it doesn't show within the 10-15 seconds, that means he's going towards the bot side of camp. Because a jungler gotta eat. A jungler gotta eat, you know? So what do? We run straight towards that side. Because again, my champion, this is a mind playing an early skirmish. I am very strong in early skirmish. Also, please know my runes that I have Conquer with Triumph, Alacrity, Coup, and I have Relentless Hunter and Sixth Sense. So I know if something is warded early game. And of course, this rune is only like the value of it. You think it's low throughout the game, but actually in the early game it has some of the most insane value because now you're able to go yellow drink it, and you're able to spot one ward, right? While playing. And we see the Mundo here. And we're gonna fight this guy to death. Okay, I don't know why I flashed there. That was such an unnecessary flash, but whatever. Let my laner have the kill. It's all good. Let me see, oh my god, do I die here? I live. And we live. Yeah, no, I think my quest is coping right now. I mean, like, nobody knows what happened. But we killed Mundo, so it's okay. Now we base. Why do we base? So basically, the only thing I'm thinking about right now is that I'm level 3, he's level 3. He's done 3 camps, I've done 3 camps plus a crab, so 4 camps. My wolf camp is spawning, the camp that is spawning leveled. His Krugs are probably going to be spawning very soon for himself. So I really want to make sure I'm able to play for his respawn camps if I can, at least one of them or 2 of them, and making sure I get my own camps. So that's basically, so basing here, you know, allows me to get a double longsword just in case I play for invade in the future. I bought boots here, but actually I found out from one of my friends that also play Bel'Veth that I should always buy double longsword on the first recall if I can. And we see here that we're able to actually contest the Raptor camp here, and now we're able to, you know, secure it. Yeah, this game looks ugly. This is actually like, I'll actually look way better on Bel'Veth after this game. But yeah, now we're walking into blue to see if he's here. And now we're looking to do the wolf camp. We find him, because remember, we just saw him on our camps earlier. Or on a Raptor camp trying to take it. So now we're just finding him. And I'm trying to body block him so he can't really escape. And now this is just a random skirmish happening in the jungle, and we killed them all. Yeah, that's just like, I mean, it's kind of a laner diff, of course, but I'm telling you right now, well, I'm playing like master right now, but if you ping lots and then your team, like, usually the team will usually follow you like sheep and trust you a lot of the time. So, you know, just don't be afraid to make these kind of beats happen. Of course, if you think it's too risky, then don't do it, you know, like, try to minimize the risk. So I will just say, you know, full clear if you have to, do a level up all your camps and then call it a day. And now I base here again. Oh, Kato, why do we base again? Well, my camps are all in Narnia, and I can buy another 2 swords here, so I might as well base, because again, we're trying to build Kraken for Saturn, right? So again, another 2 swords, and now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go probably here. To me, I think you should full clear all the way up. Just full clear all your camps. That is the best thing to do here, the best course of action. But also make sure that they're not able to do the dragon here. Because remember, you took his top camps, you killed him in his top side. The only thing he can really do after he does his bot side camps, because those are the only only camps he can farm on the map, is that he should look to probably do dragon or invade, one or the other. So something for you to think about that Mundo can possibly do, because again, like, you're tracking the enemy jungler at all times. This is a skill that you need to have on any champion playing the jungle in general. So my support ends up checking the Drake for me, and so I think, oh, what the, yo, blood is here on my blue again, and he's out. Oh no, he's dead. Oh no. Ooh. Ooh. Let's go back. Honestly, I don't know why I'm playing on fast speed. So we just go on this Mundo. Try not to take as much damage as possible. It's pretty much mid diff right now. Trying to get the Q damage. I think my E is just so troll. It's okay. And we get the camp. Now, should you pull dragon here? No, it's not really worth it. Just clear camps and then think about re-invading or just playing for the grub timer. That matters more. You're playing a champion that really needs money, so doing early drakes is kind of like useless. You should just play for camps. Unless, of course, like, you have nothing to do, then you do drake. But it's better to play for camps to get gold. You need money. You need Kraken. And then after you hit Kraken, you do whatever you want. So make sure you use your passive stacks. When you play about, like, this VOD, of course, is the first VOD, but you should just auto the camp down until you hit you are at 1 stack, and then press E. You want to E if you have at least 1 stack, usually. Because you get like 2 stacks when you E. Well, Mundo is just here for some reason. Nobody knows why. He's gonna base here. He's got nothing to do, right? Can't really invade. Buy more components. And now we look to do something on the map. We have grub spawning 35. think I try to burn this guy's conditions. Okay, I'm a dog. No, I just want to be at this grub fight early. Not a smite though. Not support coming though. Where is Mundo? Probably could have like held him more on grabbing the form because it does a lot of damage. Now, once you get this form, you want to make sure you try to, ideally, you save the form because you can only get the true god form. Let's call it the god form. So just like the true form where you can get off like champions, and there's the god form where the one where it spawns like the shitters on the wave. You can only get god form off the grubs, the herald, and the baron. The void form, the god form. And to maintain it, I mean, you just have to pick up. You can get dragon. To reset, you have to keep resetting your form, right? Because when you get a god form, you have it for 3 minutes. When you get like normal form, just off a champion without when you're just be a small little Bel'Veth, you just have it for 1 minute. But when you have god form, you have it for 3 minutes, and you can keep refreshing it every time you get a refreshing by a minute, I think. Every time you get a possession, every time you like possess a stack, I guess. I don't know how to say it honestly. It's kind of weird. Like you're kind of like getting your form reset again. So usually when you get this, like you want to like make sure you're power farming, and then you do objectives whenever, and try to play with waves. So ideally you just power farm. Like here, I think playing for my Kraken Slayer is very important. I get that, and then I look to probably do Dragon ASAP because then like I can get a form refresh. So I'll probably there I should eat before one of my stack. Like I should eat with 1 stack at least, and then. Okay. And we're just clearing up. One was ganking top. Won't do anything much, so I can't do anything about that. Now we base, because we have Kraken Slayer. Now we run straight to the dragon. Wait, is this the game where I troll? I forget to, I just don't do dragon because I play for the scamp? Yeah, it is. No, my form. I actually lose form here because I don't do dragon right away. No, I'm trolling. Yeah, I mean, we lose on form, sadly. So now we just have a normal form. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm like honestly kind of trolling, not looking for dragon early enough, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, we can get it again later off like heralds, so it's okay. Don't over index on it too much when you have like god form. God form, queen form, void form? It means void form, no? Nobody knows at this point, man. Let's just call it god form, true form for the rest of the series. Yo, this guy is on my camp. What the? He mogged me. What? He just walked out. Yeah, we're just farming a lot. Yeah, but you see, like, after you play in a very aggressive early game, try to get, like, a small lead. When you start going to the mid game, you want to farm a lot more on this champion. Because, like, you farm a lot faster when you have your Kraken Slayer. And you can always, like, benefit off early invades because, like, you can potentially get kills and, like, catch off enemy jungler and also get your laners leads. I like to let my laners have, like, let's say if the enemy jungler has a blue buff, my laner can get a free blue buff. I usually let them have it, as it helps them with their lane. Okay, interesting. Can you play for more? Mundo has a base, I think, so. Let me get another camp. I mean, we're really good. We're really rich. We're almost 10 CS a minute. Almost there. Now you want to go Stride Breaker seconds. I guess we didn't really touch up on the build, huh? Like, basically every game you want to go Kraken, Stride Breaker, and into DD, Whitsun, you know, these items. You can also go Bork. Bork scales really hard in a lot of games. But yeah, here we're just like playing for camps. I mean, it's a mid diff right now, so cheers. But yeah, just play for a camp lead. But take my raptors. Dude, this guy won't get off my raptor camp, man. Little rat. Just rob this guy. Oh, see this free kill? Ooh, another free kill. And guess what? We're gonna do heralds. We're gonna take this guy's camps. We're gonna rob him real quick. Boom. Now we do heralds. Speed it up. Bet. They want more money for a Stride Breaker now. Oh no, I haven't. It was late on the map for fun. I mean, you should probably buy tier 2 boots after your first item, and then just keep playing the map, because like you're not really spiking until you're like second full item. But even then, like you're kind of like whatever. Didn't play like pussy and all that. I could have kept going more. We're on the chase right now. Whoop. Okay, interesting. Can be better mechanics, of course, but first thing we're like learning more. Oh my god, what did I just do? Sorry, this is my first time using VLC speed up, not gonna lie. Usually when we do VODs, we do on Ascent. But my Ascent VOD is not working, so. But yeah. It's kind of a simple game that we played, but oh my god, I just did it again. What am I doing? Sorry. Oh, now it's so slow. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. I have heralds, so I'm just trying to like use my heralds right now. You can pressure 3 lanes at once here. I mean, my custer should push mid. I'm also trying to contest camps here. Now we're just doing the red, and we just start a whole fiesta here. But it can't be bad to fights because we are up really ahead. And you can see like here we're about to be 10 CS a minute. Like this is just Bel'Veth when you hit the mid game. You just want to make sure you're farming. So you want to fight more and play for camps more early game and just like create chaos, and then you want to like farm a lot more. Of course, if there's like kills and opportunity to like kill champions, you should definitely look to do that, Reds. Honestly, from now on, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna put it at 1.5x and that's it. I shouldn't put it more than 1.5. Lesson learned. So. Okay, now we're basing. There's only like a couple minutes left of this VOD, yeah. Now what do? I bought a full Whitsun. Okay. We still have the form from earlier, so we still have the god form, as they would say. As we will call it. Rob that guy real quick. This guy's trying to fight me, but can't. Now, I really want to do Baron, because we're very ahead. When you hit level 13 though, your champ becomes pretty good, I would say, when your E's maxed out. I'm dying to this shit, man. Nice. Then I do Krugs here for tab-wise, and then we probably just look to standing down a lane. Pretty simple, I would say. Okay, by Swifties, I guess it's like kind of for fun. Just click it down lane, no? I mean, ideally you play off a wave that's like building up, so like this, you see this top wave, you can build up probably 2-3 waves of shitter spawns, and then we can like do stuff. Oh my god, look at that autoing. We gotta spawn some. And we can see like the champion's pretty slippery here. You just want to make sure you go in and out of the fight. Yeah, I'm still on W him because I don't know if he has flash. And I was like, whatever. Oh my, I almost died. Oh, I did die. I mean, that's it for the VOD. I mean, TLDR of this game specifically is that, yeah, invading is pretty strong as long as you know what you need to do after. Of course, like this, like in Master, I mean, this invading will work throughout like pretty much every elo. When I was playing with more VODs, I have more Bel'Veth VODs, right? But like when I was invading every game on Bel'Veth, like and most of the games the enemy drone just boomed because like he just doesn't know the format. I keep denying him of every play, and then like the guy's just tilted from playing the game. So invading's very OP as long as you know like what to do after you do the initial invading, as long as you know the variables and the steps to on what you need to do to keep pushing your lead is very important. And of course, like I'm gonna help you guys learn that while we do this whole series, just like for the other champions when we do this, we do the same thing. So yeah, let's go into the next VOD. Yeah, so we're on Ascent. Yeah, let's go into this game. So we're Echo into Bel'Veth. No, we're Bel'Veth into Echo. Sorry, that order. Yeah, our champion is a lot stronger than Echo. We can scourge him pretty well. We have a tank mid into Smolder. I mean, every lane is pretty much gankable. I do want to look mid and top the most, though, I feel like. I think bottom is a bit hard to gank because they have a dash, unless they're pushed up a lot. But yeah, we want to try to see if we can get a lead in the bot, in the drumroll department, as we are stronger level 1. So we're gonna speed up the VOD a bit. Play this on, I think it's 1.5x on the Ascent. Yeah, we're gonna do the one where we go through ball lane here. Let's see how this goes. So most people so here I waited. You can wait in Pixel or in Tribush. Like this is Pixel and this is the bush over there is Tribush. Once you see the enemy ball lane, usually it's very meta for ball lane to just toward the middle bush nowadays. Once you see they drop the middle bush, most likely, yeah, no one is here. So you just walk in, and there's two paths. You can go either this way or this way. Either or works. Now we're trying to find where the Echo is pretty much. We're gonna go around because he's not showing that he's on the red. And I'm gonna see if he's on the route to camp. He's not, and we're just gonna pull the route to camp into the bush, and we're gonna do it. I need to optimize my Q, not a lie, but that's for days to come. And now we're gonna do the route to camp because we think that he's on here, and we're gonna drop the ward there. So when he does come into his bot side, eventually, if he does do his bot camps and then he goes into his bot side, if he doesn't know that I invaded him, we will know exactly when. And then we're gonna do here. We're gonna go into the Krugs. We went E for the clear. I think it's better for if you want to primarily just clear, but W is better if you want to fight. Also make sure I still didn't do it. E when you have at least one stack, and because there's no bot gank here, nothing to dive bots. I want to just base because there's nothing to really do. We're gonna buy a longsword and we're gonna go straight top side of the map. Right here, I'm just assuming he didn't do my Krugs, and we just see here that he did take my Raptor camp, and we actually find him here on this camp. I have to dodge the Echo W, and we find him with his pants down, and we kill him. And I let my Roy here have the doubles. As one, right now, we killed enemy Jungler. So enemy team is already tilted that their Jungler died on invade. Two, when Orga notices the not Yunara, the Aurora come to lane with double buffs, he's fucking tilted too. So that's all very good. And now I'm looking to see if there's camps up, and I'm pretty sure I pressed tab, right? Because like there's no as well. He just hit 3, so that means right now he most likely so he did my red. I think he did. Do I ever press tab? Pretty sure he did buff Raptors. But I feel like he did Gromp. Oh no, I did press tab there. Instantly counted as CS. Oh yeah, he's 3. So he did buff. He did buff, his blue buff, my Raptors, and my red. And he's 3 camps. And he got some of the shitter Krugs. That's why he hit level 3. Because look. See? He's level 2. And he just dinked level 3 off getting some small Krugs. So it's really important you press tab and see how many camps they have. So you know what's up. So right now I know for sure Gromp and Wolves are up right now. That's why I walk into them to take them. Now you're wondering, why do I only take 1 camp and I leave for the crab? Well, basically I want to make sure I want to play for his Raptor camp pretty much. And I don't want to level up every camp, to be honest. You can though, you can just take this Gromp and just cross through mid and play for the Raptor camp, but I felt like I didn't have enough time in game. But I could be wrong. We gank mid here because I want to go through mid and to play for the Raptor camp, and this is the fastest path. So I'm saying gank him real quick, and we actually end up getting a kill. And now we're gonna take this camp in front of Echo's face. We actually end up getting the smites, very luckily. This guy eat in for some reason, so now we're going and we kill him. Now we're crossing through mid. Oh my god. So let's watch that again. So here we play for the Wrath camp, right? We don't get W'd. And we cancel auto. I guess we kind of outplayed him in a way. And we're fighting him, but we're just taking a short train and we're getting out. But once he eat in, because he has no flash from earlier, we're just going to hit him down, we're going to get W, and then we're going to kill him. And here, I guess, like, honestly, we should just walk straight instead of queuing again. But it's okay. And now we're going to probably think about recalling, or maybe I do my Raptor camp here after we kill him. I might do my Raptor camp. Because it's leveled up, right? He leveled up my camp, so I might as well just do it real quick. And here I E, and I base. And now I'm just getting my base off. And probably we're going to open up bot side. We're going to take our bot side camps. And then maybe we can pull a dragon here after our bot side. We are level 5. We are very ahead in terms of XP. And... oh, I walked straight to the crab. Why do I walk straight to the crab here? I'm probably thinking about ganking mid, I guess, yeah. Because of the wave location. So here, when I come out on the map, like I see that mid wave is about to connect, and it's gonna be right in the middle. And Smolder has no flash, right? So it should be potentially a free easy kill, especially if I get behind the Smolder, and if this guy doesn't have his E, and he just used his E to trade just now for stacks. So we see here, you know, this guy can potentially die. I guess like I'm trolling. Oh, Echo's here. What? I mean, Echo's just trolling. I do think here on this gank initially, because so right here, San digs 6, right? If San hit that E right now, Smolder should get San ult in and he will die basically. And I guess if I play this better, if I hit the W, San can also ult off it, but you know, it's really shit of us. And then Echo, you remember, he doesn't have flash, so I mean, he's just trolling. We probably could have hit him more before we actually need to E. And now I'm thinking about playing his top camps because it looks like he only does Krugs. Of course, like, you don't need to do all this. You can just play to level up your Wolves and Gromp and then look to do something. But, you know, I just felt like I can gank mid. And I was already very ahead, and I wanted to... Their enemy drama has no real camps to farm. Like, he has to open up Krugs on base. Most likely. I mean, he can also open up topside too, to be honest. But I think he had like no top camps other than Gromp, and his Krugs are leveled up, so he wanted to get them. Rose pinging to dive. Get some anyways. Oh my god, my E was so fucking bad. Yeah, I do need to get better at doing the Q cancels. I mean, we're level 6, we're just gonna base here. I'm picking where he can be. We see him just show on the blue. And basing here, the reason why I base is because I might as well get components. Because most likely, I'm probably looking to reinvade again after one quadrant, but because I have this pink here on his blue buff, I know I can straight walk in, and we know exactly which camps are up from earlier because we were tracking him the whole time. So you just keep doing this, keep stealing camps. And these camps are more valuable than doing my camps because I think I level up mine. Now I'm going back to my camps to do them because remember, all my topside camps are leveled up. I do think I'm a bit inefficient, but I think it's okay. I mean, like, we're creating so much chaos. We're, like, helping someone play his matchup, too. You know, if you're a Smolder and you have a free lane, technically free lane against someone, but, like, the enemy drone keeps visiting and keeps ruining your conditions, I mean, you have to be somewhat, like, frustrated because, like, you can't play your lane how you normally could because, like, you're being constantly pushed off from actually playing aggressive. So, playing like this, you know, helps your laners a lot, like, along the way. He still has wolf camp again. You know, we did level up this camp, so we might as well get it. I think he's on dragon now because I feel like it's the only play he can do. He has to be bot side. And yeah. And now we're gonna do our camps. We're gonna clear them all. Looking for employment right now. Probably thinking about reinvading his Raptors on the way. That's probably what I'm doing. Now we're gonna run straight bot side. Because I'm low stronger in my 1v1 individual matchup. There's a reason why I play like this. You see we let our laners get the kill. Now we're playing for his camps. This is down. Okay, for some reason I thought I can kill that guy. I might be stupid. Yeah, I might be stupid. Dude, what am I doing, by the way? Like, see, I started doing the thing where like I E with stacks. Okay, but how cringe is my champion though? Like, to live this. Like, how cringe is my champion to live this? Like, what is that, by the way? Like, what is that? I really want to fight here because, like, we're a lot stronger. But my Phyllis missed everything. I mean, I had a stroke too there. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that's Bel'Veth for you. Honestly, we can base here and buy Kraken, but I think I just want to do Drake and just start the timer, you know, just having, I mean, we're taking Drake at 11 minutes, but, you know, sooner the better, of course, so the next Drake can spawn sooner. But yeah, now the rest of this game, we're probably going to think about farming a lot because it's kind of what you want to do. It's kind of, once you're ahead, like, the way to maintain a lead is just to, like, keep farming for whatever camps you can, of course. So in this game, you know, I made the adaptation to rush tier 2 boots. I think it's very important. I think it's really OP to rush tier 2 boots after your main core item, as it will allow you to be stronger in fights and just be more mobile in the game in general. So I think, yeah, definitely adapted from the first game that I played. This is the second game I ever played on Bel'Veth this season. I played this champ a long time ago, but when she was like a lot more OP, it was like pretty much like really easy to play. I do think right now she requires a bit of a learning curve and a bit of like understanding. Before he used to be able to stat check everyone, and Sejuani top was meta, so you just play Sejuani Bel'Veth, where it was really easy to play. Now here I'm trying to like fight the Lucian. And he ends up escaping me. But yeah, we're just taking his camps as much as I can. And we're farming his camps over ours because again, when our team is pressuring, we want to take advantage of that and be able to play for their camps if our team is on that side of the map to pressure. And we see here we're trying to like find more kills. Ooh. Making fun of them right now. Master reload, by the way. And yeah, we're just gonna keep farming. Oh. My bad. Broken heart emoji. Huh? Yeah, we're just gonna farm. I mean, there's no point to base, honestly. Like, what am I gonna buy? A Phage, a Dagger, a Tiamat? Like, dude, honestly, that shit don't matter. Like, just base whenever, like, you just clear everything and, like, there's nothing to do. Right now I have camps to farm and I have a Herald spawning in 30 seconds, so I might as well just get this shit off the board. We're gonna do the double smite tech where we farm 2 camps at the same time. And now we're gonna go towards, like, their jungle and see if we can get this Raptor respawn. Because this shit mine, not a lie. You see the ops are here. They be here. Trying to contest me on my camps. These are my camps, not his. This is not Echo's jungle anymore. I do think my Nami is a bit caught out. My camp does end up getting smited out. And yeah, little shenanigans happening here. I'm gonna spawn little some shitters, and now we're gonna do heralds. Probably should have done like some more camps, but I mean it is what it is. It's fine. We're contesting them on every camp we can, of course. And now we're gonna do the heralds. We do end up getting a pick mid lane, and now we're just probably gonna farm. Oh, we lost our farm. Oh, man. Get it again. It's all good. It's all good. And now we're going to farm. I think I should have grouped my team here and all that, but whatever. Now I'm going to push the top wave. Yeah, I'm going to push top wave here. Probably going to look to greed out. Here I kind of expected to see maybe like my song pulls a lot of people. Or I can pull people and then like my song gets shit on the other side of the map. And they kind of have to respect my push because you see like, oh, the army. The army here. The army be here, you know? Like, what can he do? Like, oh, okay, I don't know why I just did there. But yeah, we pulled 2 people, and now, like, you know, we're getting shit done in the ball lane. And now we have a full item. It's really OP if you get Herald mid game, because if they ever give you a play to be able to go to a side lane tier 2, take the full tier 2, take waves, I mean, you're just gonna have a full item on the enemy team, and this is how you, like, you escape the shit like mid game that Bel'Veth has if the game is very stale. You want to make sure you try to get Herald every game. I do feel like if you don't get Herald though, like this champion doesn't feel as OP as it could. You kind of have to farm a lot more and scale more. But like if you do end up getting this kind of playoff that I did this game, your game is accelerated by so much, Now I'm here waiting, like trying to kill the Lucian. We're gonna leave with like Q Strikebreaker, and then you know we're gonna kill the guy. I'll say this game was a bit more cleaner than the first one, of course. But yeah, I mean, we're gradually improving on this champion, right? Like, game by game, you know? We're trying to get better. Like, what we want to do on this champion, like, have a consistent game plan. Like, looking for invade if you can. Otherwise, you know, we full clear and maybe look for level 3 ganks. Because, you know, our champion is really good at level 2, level 3 ganking. But you can pretty much invade every game. I mean, it's really easy to get away with it, honestly. And, like, your champion really does love the volatility, so... Oh, I think I chased this guy like a fucking maniac here. Oh my god. I actually chased him. Now I'm pushing this mid wave so I can get some tempo somewhere. And maybe I can get some plates on the mid. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like making fun of them. Apparently. My Nami is just chilling here. My Nami is almost dead. You go on the poor Milio. We're making fun of them again. Yeah, this champ is not cringe at all, by the way. Like, we're just thinking his drone in front of his face. Like, what is he gonna do about it? No, tell me, what is he gonna do about it? He can't farm. Honestly, we should be 10 CS a minute in this game. It's really easy to be 10 CS a minute when you're like able to play like this, but that's like the result of playing very aggressive in the early game and getting like small leads. Like it's really hard to play against Bel'Veth when she gets like a very big lead. It does feel like it's very feast or famine when you play her, but yeah. Actually, honestly, it pretty much is. Like I feel like if you don't get a lead early game, your champion's like pretty weak. I would say it needs to be a somewhat chaotic game when playing as champion. Otherwise, like. Yeah, I don't know. You're kind of RNG in the win, I feel like. But good thing about this champ is that you can actually force the volatility pretty much every game. Now that we got Baron, I mean... Oh, ideally you want to make sure you can get, like, use a wave, a big wave. But every wave is being pushed out, so... I mean, I'm just farming. Probably play with next dragon, I guess. We did get all the outer tier 2s, so I mean, now we have to break their base. Team's dying. Oh, I thought I can beat her in time. I guess like be part of this fight. What? Okay, chase. 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 Ooh. Flush. I have 3k golds. Dude, we should be 10 CS a minute. Oh my god, sorry. I mean, we should literally be 10 CS a minute. Have to be careful here because we're really low. We have a lot of gold. I have E, so I'm trying to see if Echo goes on me. If he does, I just press E. I get a lot of damage reduction. I'm really trying to squeeze out this Baron. Oh my god. Okay. Another reset. Seems like the game is over. Oh my god, I almost got the kill there. Oh. Oh. Okay, he died. Okay. Oh. I'm dead. Okay, well. These were two like pretty easy games, not only that we watched, but I feel like it's really common for a game to look like this when you play Bel'Veth well. In the lower elos, of course, I mean, you guys think like Master is like kind of high elo, but to me, I mean, high elo to me is like Challenger, like high GM, I would say. I do think Master players are a bit noob, and I do think if you play like this, like you're able to actually get away, with a. I mean, you probably climb really fast. I do think cheesing on Bel'Veth because she's really good at it. You should take advantage of it, especially like, people boom a lot mentally, and as long as you know what you're doing. It is very OP strat, because this is a champion that can force it every game. So, I mean, in the next series, or next video of the series, I guess we will touch on more playing the champion better mechanically, I would say. So this video is more about, understanding, like, what she's kind of good at. Just learning her, game by game, just studying her kits. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this video. I feel like it was kind of all over the place, but I mean, this is like first time doing a series like this, so of course in the future when I do more series like this, like on other champions, I'll be a lot better at it. So one series at a time. I'll improve on whatever anything to improve on. But either way, thanks for watching, and let me know how you guys felt about this video. Maybe anything I can improve on in the next video. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Enjoy playing Bel'Veth. I mean, this champion is fun as hell, so I would suggest you play her for sure. By the way, thanks for watching, and peace.